This past week marks 6 years since my world was turned upside down. The journey has been long for me, for my children, my family, my legal team, and my friends. As I said in Newark last year, it has also been filled with much uncertainty, confusion, anger, and sadness. Today, however, I stand here so appreciative that the justices of the United States Supreme Court heard my case. I was overwhelmed and grateful when they agreed to do so back in June, and I'm so honored to be here today. Much is yet to be determined, but today is about hope and about justice. I remain optimistic that both will triumph and our lives can return to normal. Once again, I am so thankful to my children, Mary Kate, Connor, Liam, and Amory, my family, my amazing legal teams, my friends, and the strangers that have reached out in a variety of ways to offer support. Even during what has been such a trying time, some amazing moments and some incredible people have given me pause. Thank you again for your time, and I ask that you continue to respect the privacy of my children. Thank you.
Bridget, can you address the fact that you were sitting right behind Governor Christie? What was that all about?
I guess he's as honored as I am that this came to the Supreme Court, and he was honored to be able to sit in and listen to the argument. You know, I'm glad he's paying attention.
You said that you were being scapegoated in this case. Who were you being scapegoated by? Governor Christie?
I think by several people. Did
you talk to the governor at all?
We did not, no. No need to.
Did he sit in front of you, or you?
We were seated in our seats, and then he was given his seat, so that's where he was put.
And you came down on the train with on the same train.
I didn't come down on the train with him. Let's be clear. He was on our train last night, yes.
What was your reaction when you saw him last night?
It's been a long 6 years.
You know, there was a lot of
I hope he has a harder time seeing me than I'm seeing him.
There was a lot of discussion today about whether Baroni had authority to do what he did. But you were not part of the Port Authority. You didn't have authority, did you?
I didn't approve any traffic study. That's not what we were debating, though, today.
So you think you were scapegoated again? Why?
She's already answered.
I've already answered all this. This was all in court.
Bridget, your interpretation, what Michael said to you, of what the justices were debating, how they were asking the questions, both of your attorney, your appeals attorney, as well as Levy, Mr. Roth, Mr. Roth, and of Mr. Levy, and of the Deputy Solicitor General. How do you feel this case looks at this point?
I'm in awe of the process, and I'm just honored that we were here today.
Thank you.
As we argued today to the Supreme Court, there is a clear difference between politics and crime. In recent years, that distinction is being blurred amidst public chants to lock up this official or that official. Our country and its political environment are worse for it. We believe the Supreme Court chose to hear this case because it shares that view. And for the same reason, we are optimistic that the court will reverse Bill Baroni and Bridget Kelly's convictions. Thank you.
Bill, could you address what it
Give me
was?
1 second.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
A year ago, I walked into federal prison, and I never dreamed that the Supreme Court of the United States would agree to hear our case. And here we are. And I am grateful for the justices not just taking the case, but the attention and time and focus they paid to these important issues, and decide whether or not I go back to prison, or after 6 years of an investigation and an indictment and a trial and an appeal and 2 sentencings and prison, Bridgegate will come to an end. And I want to thank my lawyers, Mike Levy, the folks at Sidley Austin, and you saw Mike up there did an extraordinary job